All right, I'm a dummy, and this is my high-tech graphic. This is very advanced stuff of the slitted slot experiment. Those two very specific, detailed drawings of slots in something are what the water wave's going to travel through, and that gives you an idea. These little squiggly lines right here, a pattern, that's wave interference or whatever they call it. Those real smart guys. And then a photon does the same thing when you send one at a time through it. So does an electron when you send one through it. And a real smart guy says that those things are waves and particles at the same time, or one or the other acting like one or the other. But what they don't realize is they're working in a fluid of a type. An ocean, they're in it. It's always there. And I don't know if they know it or not, but our eyesight has a lot of electricity needed to make the brain do its thing up there. And if you get excited, it actually puts off needs more. The more motion into it, the more electricity goes to it. Uh, anyways, so when you look at an experiment, you are going to create a wave pattern from the electricity built up in your mind. I'm willing to bet if they found a frequency on the board that's collecting this pattern of either photon, electron, not so much water. Water is not affected that much, like in a mass, like a puddle is not going to be as affected by an ether wave as one water molecule would be. Just like an electron would ride a wave, so would a proton. Or maybe you're a gun that creates that one shot wonder is going to create a wave that pushes one electron, but the wave is still there. See, either way, you're in your experiment, and if upon looking at it, most likely that's where your wave interference is. Your brain is going to create a pulse. That electromagnetic frequency is going to create a ripple, subtle, but you're in your experiment. If you're experimenting with a photon, one or one electron, and your brain is firing off, I mean, like, woo, you know, it's going to make a big splash and it's going to cause a wave pattern. Everything around you can do it. That electron and photon is going to ride a wave, whether you send one at a time or not. So there's that wave that carries the one proton is going to be there, and you're only going to see one photon at a time land in a pattern that shows wave interference. You can't see the wave, but it's there. I really don't know the source because it's not my experiment, but that's what's happening. Everything mimics the parts it's made of. As above, so below. As below, so above. Everything's connected and proves itself infinitely in a circle back upon itself. Every science, everything you could think of in a nature is pretty much the same engine type drives it. It's like a compression valve that infinitely repeats itself. Anyways, I hope it wasn't too advanced. Thank you. Have a nice day.